if Tommy would have DM'd me and said something like, "Hey, I want to bring your leg up," I would have been like, "No, don't do that. Please don't do that."
Nintendo Direct tomorrow.
That's so funny.
Yeah, fuck Ghosty in many ways.
Watch out for that Beavers guy. He's a known pedophile in the community.
Well, I'll tell you what, if she was 12.
Like, wait, what the
Now recording.
Hello and welcome to the final episode of Now Recording. I'm Toxic, and I used these stupid co-hosts just to get 1,000 subs. Hi Beavers, how's it going?
Huh?
What?
What? I was
Is this
looking at
it?
my phone. What the fuck did you just say?
What?
This is the last episode, Beavers. He's done with us.
Yep, this is it.
Oh.
You were right.
Rip.
He got monetization. Now, did you get monetization,
I'm
Toxic?
still waiting. It's in progress.
I thought you were about to make the big announcement right now.
I wish.
It can
Damn.
take up to a month for it to happen.
Yeah, for I asked Nerdy John. He said it took him 4 days. By the way, Matt and Cora here.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm Matt. I am the Fireball champion or whatever. With
I'm
Thomas.
Okay,
Cora,
Tommy
and
exists. It's plural.
and I'm like Paul Heyman.
My leg is the Fireball champion. My missing
Yeah,
leg.
there you go.
That's
Yeah.
true. He won off of sympathy.
Yeah, those
Yeah.
sympathy votes. Ugh.
Well, anyways, Toxic, congrats on getting monetized.
Thank you.
I like to thank myself because I was in Edwin's stream and Bo Blacks of all people brought it up. And
Yes.
said like he literally noticed. He's like, wait, you guys are close to 1,000. Do you guys got the watch time? And we were like, I was like, yeah. All we need is 1,000. And he put it up. He's like, yeah, man, he needs 1,000. So and Edwin put it up there. And normally when Edwin, I've done that many times on Edwin's stream, and normally you get maybe 4 or 5 subscribers. This time he refreshed and you had like 20 subscribers automatically.
Yeah, I was sitting in the VC
yeah.
with Break while that was happening, and then we were just like, "Oh shit, it's happening!"
Yeah.
So I hit
Yay.
1K. Whoa!
We have dead viewers. Yay.
I hope not. I bet there's
There's
like at
Well,
least
not dead
2.
viewers, but they never
There
gonna
was some
watch
touch
it.
and go for a second there when you uploaded the Jessica Pizzle episode, right? You were losing a
Yeah,
couple.
I was going in between like 1,009 and 1,003, and then now I'm like 1,013. So I think we're
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
So
I
what
think
you
you're
need
good.
to do right now is unsubscribe so Toxic doesn't get the
Hey, Cora,
monetization.
let's calm down there, buddy.
Bro, you get that people will actually do that.
Yeah.
I think Toxic will find you and remove your eye. Like he'll think
Yeah.
for himself.
Be Eye Brothers.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Poor buddies.
I remember when you told me, I thought it was bots. Because
Fuck.
What, could you
the
not
last,
do that
yeah,
to
'cause
shout
the
out?
last time I looked at the channel, it was like at 960 something, and then I
Yeah.
refresh and it's at
Yeah,
1,000.
that's
I'm
what-
like,
we got like 40 subs like in 2 minutes.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
of Edwin.
I don't know. Thank you,
Thanks, Edwin.
Edwin. Thank you, Bobax.
Yep.
Yeah. Shout out to them, man. They were
Might be a superpower.
but obviously Edwin's a big advocate of changing the name of Toxic Piplup's channel to Now
Listen,
Recording.
I have multiple reasons why I don't want to do it. Okay.
Yeah, say them right now.
Okay. So, one is
He's thought about this.
yeah, I have because multiple people keep on saying this. Right. So, one is going in chats. I would have to make a whole new channel, resub to everyone I watch, and all that. Right. That's just a lot more work than it's like not necessary. 2, we had a conversation before the podcast started, like a couple hours before we recorded episode 0, and then we all like mutually agreed that it wasn't that big of a deal, and we just do it on this channel.
I don't remember this conversation at all.
Okay, Matt, let's go.
I remember saying, maybe you should make another channel.
I remember Core saying that, and then you was like, no, I think Toxic should get the subs, and we do it on his channel. Reason number 3, Willie Mac Show just did a podcast on his main channel. Tell him to change his name first, and I'll do it.
What is Willie? How many subscribers does Willie Mac have?
Who cares?
Right. All right. Yeah. No. I just want to make it very clear. I don't care. I'm fine with Toxic Piplup being Toxic Piplup. It's his channel since he's had since a little kid. He can do whatever
Yeah.
he wants with it. He can upload. Now Recording can upload weird commentary videos if he wants to. I'm doing this for fun and to help get better on the mic. I guess that's mainly the 2 reasons I did it, and I like bullshitting with you guys. So
You know what? I'm glad you said that, because so I can actually like make myself do it. I am working on a video. There you go.
there you go. What you want to talk about the video you're making?
It has to do with something that a creator I've
You keep
watched.
working on this video for like the last since we started the podcast almost.
Listen, all right, I'm just giving it time. I'm waiting to hear other
This is
people's
like
opinions.
Tommy's fucking Mama Max video.
Yeah, what comes
It'll
out
come out
first?
eventually, I swear.
All right, who's first? Tommy's Mama Max video, my video, or Nick upload?
Tommy,
Oh,
Tommy.
I don't know. I
That's
think
tough,
me and
bro.
Matt are gonna wear you down into changing the name of the channel before this comes
What?
out.
You just what, do you care?
I don't care, but I think Beavers. What's your opinion, Beavers?
He didn't care.
All right. I didn't care, right?
God.
But that being said, I do think it's better if the channel's name is now recording, but I don't care that much to force Toxic to do it.
I mean, if you
but I
search
think the thing is keep it as toxic. Keep it as toxic for now. But the thing what Toxic needs to think about is if let's say you get like X amount of subscribers, right, and then you plug a Toxic Pipple Up channel, you'll get subs on that channel too. You get what I mean?
Yeah, but or I can get it on here and have like just same thing, right?
Not really.
I just don't think it matters. Like,
I don't look when you search now a recording on YouTube and incognito, we pop up. That I
Yeah.
mean, like obviously the big YouTubers are going to say change your name and stuff like that, but at the end of the day, it's Toxic's decision. So
let us be different.
yeah.
Toxic's just got an ego.
What's your opinion, Core?
No.
I think if it really hits off after a while, I think we should consider changing it, but I don't care at this point.
Like, let's say this, Toxic. We do a podcast one day and it goes viral, gets 100K. What would you do?
He's never changing the name. I don't know why that's hypothetical.
But it depends on the content he's making, right? So, like, if we're still uploading only podcasts on here, it makes sense to make it into a podcast channel because, like, you're not going to upload gaming to a podcast channel.
You're
are
contending with
Make
Toxic's
gaming
ego.
videos.
You're gonna lose.
Okay, I don't have an ego.
Toxic just
You
all
do.
that Toxic
You
wants is he
don't.
wants to go into like people's chats, right? And they look at his channel like, ooh, he's got subscribers. He's a YouTuber.
No, I just want to go in chats and be a retard, and people know it's me.
Also, the other thing that you need to remember, right, is so you're gonna keep this as your main channel and you're gonna go watch shit on it, right?
Yep.
You gotta remember, once you have monetization, you gotta curate what you say.
Okay, I'm not going in chat saying the N-word, okay? It's not... I haven't fallen to that point yet.
I mean, you.
Yeah,
you
what
went
about
into
that time where they had the underage girl on the stream, and then you were like, "Yeah, she's single."
Okay,
I mean,
well,
Beavers,
first
you
of
did
all,
that too. But
Yeah, what do you?
Yeah,
what do
but my channel doesn't have anything on it. I don't even think I have a sub.
I don't know.
Yeah, my channel's
Anyway,
a
high school
throwaway.
context, it doesn't matter.
My YouTube channel is called fucking Beaver McWood.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't even have a profile picture on your channel.
Yeah. There's
You
a difference.
realize we're only going to make maybe $30 a year, right?
Yeah, it's not a big deal. I don't care. Like, I don't care. I want to make this very clear. Like, I think Toxic should do what he wants to do. I did this for fun, and I think what we're doing is a lot of fun. Therefore,
I just
I'm
don't
gonna
want
keep
the
doing
little
it.
freak's ego to get too big.
What ego?
It's already big.
Shut up,
Yeah, it's
Core.
already massive.
Ego.
It's like a wrestling promo for him. I'm the highlight. I'm the star
looks-
of the show.
Right now, he looks like his profile picture.
Okay, buddy.
So,
Yeah.
well, we cleared that up, right? Congrats on hopefully getting monetization. When we do
Oh,
get
wait,
monetization,
one more thing. Yeah. Well, go ahead.
I would say when we do get monetization, we will let y'all know, right?
Yeah. So what
Yeah.
what I was thinking is, we might try and premiere an episode soon,
Okay.
right? And what do you mean? Okay, we talked about Matt. We talked about this.
I said okay.
Hello?
Yeah, he agreed with you. What's wrong with you?
What do you mean? I
You
said
said,
okay.
you said
No,
okay like it was the
Toxic,
first time
no.
you heard it.
Oh,
No, I
Toxic's
said
like way
no,
off today.
I was just saying like
Okay,
okay,
cool.
like
I think
No, but
okay,
we're gonna
Toxic.
premiere one soon, and
Okay.
we're gonna do
Okay.
streams. Shut up. You said okay like it was the first time you've heard it. Like okay, that sounds
no, I
cool.
said okay. I was like okay.
Okay.
I was just making a affirming okay, Toxic. Like yeah, that's cool.
It sounds like a Nicholas Diorio.
Okay.
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 Okay. Remember that African Vine where it's like, hey, and
Yeah.
she's like, okay.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Beavers, go find that guy. Get him on the podcast.
I don't. Yeah, so we're gonna. I want to thank. What the fuck was that bitch's name? Icky Mickey.
I think Icky Vicky's a dude.
Oh, that person.
They them.
Thank you, because your comment is what made me bring it up to the boys. We're gonna try
the
it.
name?
Yeah, we're gonna
Okay.
try get some viewer engagement. You said it would be good, and I think it would be fun.
Well, yeah, we'll see what happens. I guess I'm worried that you're gonna do a premiere and there's gonna be like one person watching and it's toxic.
I'm not gonna watch my own premiere. Are you insane? No.
I
Yeah,
am.
do you think I'm gonna watch
It's gonna be one person.
Hell
It's gonna
no.
be Matt Pitt. It's gonna be Matt Pitt.
No, but no, we're gonna have at least. I bet you we have at least 10 people in there.
Okay.
Maybe
Yeah.
15. Because
Yeah.
in the first
Alright.
like 30 minutes of the podcast, right? How many views do we have? We have like 45 maybe.
Yeah.
I think we'll get a couple people in there.
Yeah. By the way,
How many of those are us refreshing the stream to see the
I don't
views
click
go
on
up?
that. I refresh on my channel.
by the way,
Yeah, I
the
did
Jessica Pizzle video is doing surprisingly good, better than what we thought it was going to be, right?
I think she's botting.
You think she's buying?
It has the same amount of likes as like the Boblax episode with like 1.5k.
Wait, what?
Doing something. Yeah, it's got like 50 something likes. And our normal episodes around 500 have like 30 something.
Well, maybe people just really like Jessica.
They really like
That-
the super scuffed episode. Thank you guys.
Yeah. I don't think people noticed it as much.
I'm glad
No.
they did it.
Yeah.
Like I didn't see a single comment about it. I was like, oh, okay, cool.
Oh my god, fucking Jessica Pizzle wants. How much did she want? 1.7k.
She wants
Yeah, she's
1.7K.
insane.
Yeah.
She's got 2 weeks to get it. And
Yeah,
then-
2 weeks to get 1.7K. If she does, she'll be a co-host for one episode.
She's out of her fucking mind. It's never
Yeah.
happening.
Well, it's only been 2 days and she's at 500. You know, statistically, she's a third of the way there.
Here's the
Never
thing: it might not
happening.
even be 1.7K because I mean, Boblax is continuing to go up. It's got to beat the Boblax episode
Yeah, that's the deal you made.
or
with
the
her.
Tipster episode. Excuse me. Right?
Yep.
It's got to be the best.
Are you
episode.
ready? Are you ready to have an episode where Jessica is like properly integrated with us and her fucking audio runs
Oh,
like
God.
3 seconds ahead of everybody?
I forgot I'd have to fix that.
I'm ready to
She
be.
does her phone.
I'm ready to do a podcast where I'm like, Jessica, shut the fuck up for a second. Come on, let me talk. You know, that's gonna be great,
Yeah, she's a typical woman.
bro.
Yep.
The first podcast we did with her, she just kept going, like for 10 minutes. I swear to God, I think she talked for 10 minutes.
All right, man. But she was like, all right, let's bring her back in for this Amber Heard debate. And I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, that was a bad idea on my part, but I was thinking Amber Heard's a good name to put on the title.
But
So,
she has expertise in this field. It's a
And-
great idea to bring her on.
In reality, I probably would have cut. We should have cut that whole thing and just stuck to Liana and THS. But yeah,
You know what is weird? The Nicholas Diorio one didn't do well.
yeah,
Oh,
it
we
did.
were still like, yeah, it's almost at 1,000.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, it was like our best one for a while.
Yeah, but I'm saying I would have thought Nicholas Diorio would have been done like
No, there's a
better
climb.
than some of the other ones.
You got
Yeah,
to
you
you got to
gotta-
understand. There's a climb to it, right? It did better than all the ones we had uploaded before that, right? And it got the best views so far.
That's
and it was-
true.
And then when we got to the Tipster one, we had gained more of an audience because of the Nick one, so we got even more views from that. So our better ones do better each time, or they're getting closer to that ceiling, basically.
All right, narcissists. Let's move on from our view counts and sub
Yeah.
counts.
Well, I brought up Jessica Pizzle to bring up because she had a back and forth with Ash Reacts, and it was more.
By
It
the
was to do
way-
with our podcast, right?
Yeah, I saw that. Did it? I swear Jessica Pizzle insinuated something about Asherz killing herself.
What?
What?
What are you talking?
I swear. Hold on, I'm
Where?
gonna go check Twitter right now. Yeah, you guys talk about the argument. I'm gonna go check if I'm right.
Well, no, there was a lot of back and forth between her. Asher's pretty much tweeted out something like Jessica Pizzle's on my shit list. So I quote tweeted with the thinking face, because I'm thinking, all right, well maybe they want to she wants to come on and talk about Jessica or talk to Jessica and settle this like she did with Doc on the radio. And she didn't seem really into it. Jessica then started egging it on, and I'm like, yo, let's bring on Jessica and let's bring on Ash. Let's do it. And Ash did not seem really interested in it. The thing is, I tried to be as I tried to joke with Ash as much as possible to try to get her to understand, look, it's not a big deal. You don't have to come on. We're not trying to push you to come on. So, I'm just making jokes. And I don't think she understands that still. So there's always that issue. And she seems to take everything very seriously. And the back and forth between her and Ash led to Ash, coming into my DMs, and I don't want to talk about what she said, but it seemed concerning in my opinion. And I told, I just said, all right, let's back off because she's not in the mood for this. And I don't think she understands, this is all fun to us, right? She seems to have a purpose in the community that she's trying to achieve. And I don't think she understands that we're just memeing and we just want to have a little fun debate.
Yeah, Matt, not the time for jokes. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dad, how could you? No.
Yeah, here's the tweet. I found it. Jessica Pizzle said, if Ash's... So, Ash tweeted about almost had to go to the hospital today. And then earlier that day, she said, Jessica Pizzle's on my shit list permanently. Right? That's the tweet you're talking about. And then Jessica said, if Ash's game ends, my H3 Reddit prophecy will come true, lol.
That's a reach, but okay.
I wonder what her H3 Reddit prophecy is.
What do you... Okay, Toxic, what do you think that Jessica meant when she said, if Ash's game ends?
No, I'm talking about saying that Ash was going to do that. I know what Jessica means by that, but I don't think that's what... Yeah.
Okay, maybe she didn't mean... Maybe she's just hoping for Ash's death, not her suicide. I suppose that's the difference.
game ends usually means...
What's
Yes.
worse, telling somebody to kill themselves or telling somebody you hope they die?
Same
telling
thing.
somebody to kill themselves.
Oh, yeah. Probably.
Because you're
I don't
telling
know.
them you want them to go and...
It depends on how they die. It depends on how
Yeah,
you
but if
want
you're
them to
hoping
die.
for somebody's death, what if they get hit by a bus and they go to hospital and they have to sit there in pain for 3 weeks before they die?
Yeah.
Versus
It depends
taking a
on
trip
how.
down the road.
Yep.
Well, I don't know. I obviously Jessica was not being serious, right? So hopefully.
Send Jessica hate.
No.
We're gonna be
no,
the new
No.
we're gonna
no,
be
Can't do
what's-
that.
really
You
can't
can't do that.
You can't
No.
do that. That's creator harassment.
It's
No.
monetized.
We're gonna be the
Beavers.
new
What the fuck are you doing?
Stardust.
No.
No, don't do that.
Oh,
Don't
look
do
at
that.
Toxic now. He gets monetized and now he doesn't want to have any more fun.
Not that kind of fun. I'll tell people to kill themselves, but not send them hate. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Mm.
Pick a
Well,
side.
Come on, who's gonna go hate on Jessica Pizzle because of this?
Oh, what do you mean?
Do you know some of the psychos
Yeah,
who
everybody
watch us?
loves Jessica. What are you talking about?
Are you trying to say that our viewers are psychos?
I said some of them. Yes. You know what kind of community this is, Beavers?
Wow, Toxic. These are the people that got you to monetization.
We have Beaver Man,
I
bro.
love them.
He'd
Yeah.
probably fucking do it.
And you're
We
gonna
love Beaver
treat
Man,
them
dude.
like that, Toxic.
Yes.
Wow. You know that those would be your biggest donators, the crazies, right?
And they're going to
Yep.
stay because they're crazy and I love them.
Hey, Shadow,
Especially
do
the
you
women.
want to donate some money?
Yeah.
Yeah, Shadow won the... Oh, wait, we're not on that subject yet.
Yeah,
It can
we're
be
not-
good.
Wait, but that's a segue.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
there we go.
perfect.
Um,
All right, let's go to the. All right, so we did the fireball, right? And it was a lot of
You.
fun. Well, no, you were all with me in spirit, though, right? You guys were rooting me on, right?
In my dreams, yes.
He was asleep
watch.
the
I was
whole
sleeping.
time.
I was
Yeah.
too.
Bro, the Packers. Dude, the
I had your
Packers.
back, Matt. I had your back.
Yeah, I don't think I was rooting for myself, if I'm being honest. But so let's go before the fireball. We're on Shot from the Point, me and Tommy, and it definitely feels like Tommy's not into it. I told him about this like when Salvo asked Tommy. Salvo asked Tommy, the first person to ask. He was the first person he asked, and then fucking Tommy agreed. And Riveter brought up, because there was a team element, a partner element. Riveter brought it up that, hey, you should choose Matt Pitt. And so I just got kind of roped into it. So I'm like, fuck, all right, well, I guess we're not going to win. So, I mean, it's just about having fun. And, oh, shit, Steve DeLeave and Sen's on there. Oh, I get to talk shit to them. Cool. You know, that's really it. We'll probably get eliminated maybe second or third or fourth. And, that'll be it. So there's a couple weeks, I keep reminding Tommy every now and then. And while that's happening, I'm promoting it on Dave's stream, Edwin's stream, talking shit. I talked shit to Sen and Salvo's stream, and Sen tried to call me on his stream to try to bait me on and stuff. So I was promoting it. And then on Shot from the Point, the day of, Tommy sees the rules, and he won't let me read all the rules, right? He's got to stop me from reading them all and just focuses on the one rule where it says 9/11 trivia, and he freaks out and he's like, I can't do that. I can't do that. And we're all like, Tommy, it's called, like, the show's based on 9/11. It's on 9/11. It's going to start at 9/11. Like, what are you doing?
Like, it did not start at 9/11. Let's be clear about that.
I told you it wouldn't. I knew
it.
it.
But the point is, like, this show, you've known the whole time that this show's going to be 9/11 themed, right? And your whole thing was like, I don't want to bring Dead on, because my idea was get you and Dead on Dave on there. And his whole thing was, no, two veterans are not going on there as a team. No, that's not happening. So I was like, all right. But yeah, Tommy's like, yeah, I can't do. Yeah, no, I'm not doing this. And I'm like, oh shit, he's backing out. And there's a part of me like, fuck, man, this is gonna suck, because now, like, fucking people are gonna be like, oh, Tommy ran. And so he starts backing out. Fucking Xylee, of all people, Xylee, the woman who almost backed out the moment she heard fucking Ethan Ralph was on there, was like, no, what are you doing? What are you talking about? No, this is awesome. This is going to be fun. What are you doing? And I feel like Tommy was just looking for an out at that point, and I think he saw it right there. And then Salvo called in and said, no, listen, it's not 9/11 jokes, really. It's all about, like, trivia. It's just trivia questions. And then Tommy was like, okay, yeah, all right, fine. Yeah. And after that, like maybe like 30 minutes later, he's like, why don't I do it with Joey? And I'm like, I remember thinking, like, there was a part of me that was like, okay, well, I guess I could get out of it at this point. But there was a part of me that was like, wait, what the fuck? And so I was like, well, if you want me to step out, I'll do it. And he's like, yeah, we'll get Joey on here. And
gladly step aside is what you said.
Did I say gladly to step aside?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'll explain my thinking in a moment, but Dave was kind of like, wait, what? No, what are you doing? And people in the chat most of them were trolling or saying, like, what? Salvo was like, no, I want Matt Pitt, like stuff like that. And it was kind of weird. Joey Westside came on and he was like, yeah, all right, we're going to do it. And I'm like, okay, all right. So my mindset was this. It was like, I did not want to go on from when I was announced. I never really wanted to do it until the moment Tommy was like, hey, let's get Joey to do it. Because A, it's the day of the show. It's on the stream promoting the show. It's just, and C, it's like, I don't know. It's like I'm on the fucking thumbnail. Like I'm being promoted. I'm on the tweets. Salvo's promoted me. I promoted the show on Edwin's stream and Dave's stream and everybody else's streams. So I was kind of like, fuck. No, like fucking Steve DeLeave and Sen are going to start talking shit that I ran. Nobody knows who Joey is. Like, and I don't think that's going to work out for Tommy. Like, I get he's seeing a guy who can talk shit, so that'll work for him in his mind, but nobody knows who this guy is. And he doesn't know the lore of anybody like I know not like I know the lore. So I'm just like, fuck, all right. So there was some, weird, awkward moments on Sharp to the Point where I was like, I don't know what's happening right now. And I think Sharp to the Point ended with me being like, hey, Tommy, you want me to play a soundbite? Get Joey Westside to do it, haha. Then I went and got something to eat or something. And I guess while I was getting something to eat, they talked about it a bit. And I guess they came to the decision to keep me on. Almost got benched, but I didn't. So yeah, that was that for that.
Well, and it would have been a bad decision for him to do Joey, because like think about Bo Blacks. He invited his like IRL friend, right? Nobody knew who he was, and so it was like, well, he didn't have any like voting pool, or he didn't have any viewers. So having people actually like you, man. Believe it or not.
I don't know why.
As much as you, because you show up on everybody's streams and you like chill out with everybody. Cloud Chaser. Anyways.
True. Yeah. I mean, and it's just like I really didn't want to. I just want to make it clear. I didn't want to do it, but I didn't want to be replaced either. If that makes sense, like that. Like I'm not a last minute guy. Like that's just not me. I like to be planned. I like to plan stuff. I like to be early. I like to have everything figured out. I don't like fucking switching things up at the last minute, and I don't like the idea of just being replaced like that on the last day. I would have had no problem if it would have been the day before, honestly. So then I could head up Salvo and be like, yeah, I'm dropping out, and Joey Westside's taking my spot. Even like Dead on Dave was even a little mad because he was telling me on his show that he was like, I was about ready to be like, all right, well, Matt Pitt's my partner. We're doing it too. So like, yeah, that would have been awkward. So yeah, Beavers, you got any opinions on this?
I got one or two. First of all, reason I fell asleep, I didn't think Tommy was going to do it. I thought he was going to back out.
Okay, which that's a good bet, honestly.
Yeah, lazy old man. And also, I did not think you guys were going to win. I thought Tommy was going to go in there. He was going to be like low energy and shit, and he was just going to get booed off stage. But yeah, glad you guys won it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I also don't see why you can't have two veterans on. It doesn't make.
Yeah, I felt like Dave and Tommy would have been the perfect.
Dave would have loved it.
Yeah.
Dave loves the spotlight and like riffing off people and stuff like that. So he would have.
And Tommy could have used Dave just as much as he used my leg, right? So he could have been like, yeah, he's a fucking injured vet, stuff like that.
Yeah. He
And
fell
Dave
off
has
the
no
tower.
shame.
He
By the way,
couldn't do
Dave
that on
has.
Joey Westside.
Yeah, he could not. No, he said like, Joey Westside, he snores and he's a drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he owes. He could be like, he owes Colossal $50, so donate. I'm gonna give him the money so he can pay back Colossal.
Colossal, the man who needs it the most.
Yeah.
Well, I think the other thing with, like you said, the other thing with Joey is, well, what do you think the odds are that Joey would have showed up drunk to the stream?
Joey,
1000%.
I was told later that Joey passed out while watching it.
Never mind.
And not only that, I've been in voice chats with Joey in the poker server where he's literally fallen asleep in a voice chat, snoring. How embarrassing would that have been if he just like mid-debate?
He might win doing that.
I mean, it's a flip of a coin at that point.
No, Sin starts yelling at him, and he's just over there snoring obnoxiously.
Oh my gosh. Any opinions on this toxic?
Yeah, I'm glad that you went and you guys won. Hope you get your new leg. Smile.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Well, I mean, let's talk about this, right? So it's already amazing enough that Matt Pitt. Well, I think Tommy won technically, didn't he?
Yeah, it was Tommy's team, right? So.
All right. Anyway, your team won, and that's miraculous in and of itself, right? But let's get down to who won the viewer poll. Fucking Shadow Humor.
Yeah. Well, let's get before we go. I just want to just explain the context of the fireball real quick. Yeah, we started, and Tommy didn't seem very into it. And I'll go through this real quick. Tommy wasn't really into it. You could tell. The first round was the 9/11 stuff. I think I had all the answers to those questions. We answered 3 out of 5. So we were able to get out of being voted out. Second round was the blood sports, in which we lost the blood sport because it wasn't who won the blood sport; it was who had the best blood sport. And I don't know, what did you guys think of the blood sports between me and Tommy and Senan?
I think Tommy murdered them both. It was hilarious.
Really?
That was
Not
one of the
gonna lie, I've
funniest
never
things
watched
Tommy
it.
said.
It was so boring.
Okay, never mind.
But it wasn't your fault. It was their fault. They had nothing to like come at you
No,
with.
but the ending where Tommy just like went off on him and it was really fun. I thought that was really funny.
But you said like you're not an incel anymore. You're just gay, and now you're looking for dicks or something.
You're sucking dick because you're lonely or something.
Yeah,
The way he said it was really funny.
yeah, it was pretty funny. Yeah,
Cool.
Tommy's really good at talking shit, and he came out in the end. I tried to just throw stuff out there. Like at one point, I was like, "You got fucking photos of you with a gun because the PI is looking into you, Steve, to leave or something." And I guess it was a BB gun. And I was like, "Well, all right." But in reality, I don't really care about that situation.
Didn't
So-
Singh get catfished by Lolly, so he's just like Flamenco?
No, God damn it, toxic. I don't want to go. No, I'm gonna say no. No,
Okay.
no. All right, we're
Alright.
not going into that.
Okay.
Jesus Christ, I don't want to go into that right now. But yeah, so the blood sports ends. Ralph, I want to say this one thing. I've talked about this already. Xylee was on Dave's stream and had to be talked back into doing Fireball because she's like, I don't want to interact with Ethan Ralph. I don't want to talk to Ethan Ralph. I don't want to be near Ethan Ralph. I don't want anything to do with Ethan Ralph. And then all of a sudden, during the Fireball, it's not even her turn. She fucking goes into Ethan Ralph, like and they're going back and forth in this like crazy blood sport. She ends up helping them, that team.
Yeah,
like,
it was Nick versus Ralph,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, it was Nick versus Ralph and Tom versus Dick Masters. So yeah, so Xylee had nothing to do with that, and she basically helped that blood sport. They were gonna win anyways, so it didn't matter. But yeah, so we were on the chopping block, and Smaggle of all people, and he really like sold this. I was thinking about it too, because I was thinking like, wait, we won the blood sport, but shit, we're gonna get voted. Oh fuck, Smaggle's. I was like, Smaggle's gonna fucking vote us out. He's gonna do that because why wouldn't Smaggle do that? That's such a Smaggle thing to do, is to like vote us out and keep Sen and Steve. Like that's literally a Smaggle thing to do. But he didn't. He just gave us shit. He said we lost the blood sport, but Sen and Steve suck, so they go. And it's the worst mistake he made besides cheating.
Do you think he would have made that same decision if it was Joey instead of you?
I don't know. Do you think so?
Probably not. Actually, it depends on what Joey did during the blood sport. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I just felt like, why wouldn't you keep Sen and Steve in there? You know?
Yeah, that's what I said in the first one whenever they eliminated them in like the first or second round. I was like, that's one of the main appeals of the show. Besides like everyone else just being funny and chaotic. It's like you have people who would never interact and then you kick them off in the first couple rounds. It's just like, well, okay.
Yeah,
kind of anticlimactic.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's just like there's no way Sen and Steve can win that. No way they can win that. So at any point they can go. So just keep them around for as long as possible. Even if you keep them till the end, they're going to get vote. They're not going to get the votes. So yeah, Smaggle, huge L on that part. And I don't know what happened, man, but we just kept surviving, and we kept figuring it out because, like, we got through the trivia where we got a stupid question that was not the right question, like who's Miley Cyrus's grandmother when it was supposed to be godmother, which was Dolly Parton. I knew that answer, but I didn't know who her grandmother was. So yeah, we got through that and we got to the Pictionary round, and fucking Thoughts and Opinion killed it by fucking knowing exactly what Xylee was drawing. Like she drew a circle. She literally drew a circle, and Thoughts and Opinion was like, "Oh, Ethan Ralph," and we were like, "What?" And dude, Xylee could not draw. Xylee was like me drawing. You've seen how bad I can draw. Like, it's bad. Yeah. So yeah, so we got to the fucking what was it called? The debate part where we all have a topic that we're debating, which in reality everybody was just agreeing with each other the whole time. And then Tommy just pulls my leg out from like underneath me, just like boom.
Yeah, he just rips it right off.
Yeah, just rips it right off and puts it in the spotlight, and is just like, boom, there you are. This is what we're doing. And I I couldn't believe it. I could not. If Tommy would have DM'd me and said something like, "Hey, I want to bring your leg up," I would have been like, "No, don't do that. Please don't do that. Please don't fucking do that. I do not want the spotlight on me because like I just don't want. I want to deal with that shit, man. I want to deal with like I just wanted to come on and have fun. I knew we were gonna lose, but his competitive mindset. I don't know what comes out in him. I don't know why he can't just go on a show and enjoy himself. He can't do that. He's got to be competitive. He's got to fucking win. Just pulls my fucking leg out and is just like, yeah, if I win, I'm gonna pay for Matt's leg. I'm gonna use the money to pay for Matt's leg. And I'm like, shit. All right, well, fuck. And I tried to make a couple jokes about buying a PS5, stuff like that. And that pretty much won us the game. Even Ethan Ralph voted for us after saying he was gonna job us out. So yeah, we won, and it was really it was, what's the word I'm looking for? It was exasperating. Like it was a lot of anxiety. I was hoping to just get eliminated and join Core and everybody in the voice chats to finish watching it. And next thing you know, I'm in the fucking finals. And I'm just doing this whole thing. Well, I'm just happy to be here, guys, So there you go.
You should have went completely heel and just said, fuck all of you.
Yeah, I'm taking all the money.
That's your money, dumbass.
That's never a good idea. That's never a good idea on a show like that with Ethan Ralph. Never a good idea.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
The ultimate betrayal was, he didn't get knocked out early and come watch it with you guys in the voice chat. But on top of that, he sent his stump to fucking Salvo, and we've never seen it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Send your
unfair.
stuff. Let's go.
No, I don't want to.
Send it.
Send it.
Send
Okay.
You're
it.
sharing it with other people. Why can't we see it?
Yeah.
Fine.
You know Salvo's gonna leak it one day.
Show us your stump.
All right, I'll send my stomp.
Salvo's gonna use it as a headline for a stream one day, and you're just gonna be like,
I don't want to see your stump, actually. It's too early.
Here it is.
midnight.
No!
It's not a stunt, don't
Put it
worry.
in the
It's
group
not a
chat.
stump. It's
not.
actually
I
going to
don't
be
want to feel
at least
bad for
one.
you. By the way, did you see what
It's
I
gonna be-
posted in the group chat?
I hate you, Beavers.
Wait, no, let's talk about Shadow Humor before you talk about that. Jesus.
Well,
Don't change
before. Yeah, I knew you would just send that. I
Oh,
hate
is
you.
this going to be the stump? I haven't
hate
even
you.
clicked on it yet. Is this the tree stump? The brown
Yeah,
tree
it's my only
stump?
joke right now, all right? It's Yeah.
That's so funny, Matt.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Yeah.
why did Tommy would go with like this whole narrative of I knew what was happening and I knew how to play the game. I knew this whole time.
Yeah, I thought that
Once
was
we
really
got past the first round, I knew how to play the game.
weird.
He was like the Joker.
I predicted it all.
that's literally Tommy. Like
you know he bullshit.
That's not.
his
Yeah,
way.
that's not what I was.
no,
Oh,
no. I'm not saying that.
Up until
No.
the end.
Listen, I'm not saying like that's. I'm not saying Tommy's that smart and that's literally what he does. I'm saying Tommy is the type of person to be like, I was gonna do that the whole time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the
I
person
think-
who's gonna say that.
I think he was saying the leg once you guys got into what was it, the third or fourth round. I think he knew. He was like,
But I
we
knew
have a
that.
chance, and if I say it, it's the sympathy card, and I can get it.
All right, here's why I knew it was a little bit earlier. Number one, I knew it was in the back of his mind because I knew if he would, he wasn't going to mention it to me because he knew I would say no. Number two, there was a moment where we either decided between Real Young Crip and Jessix or Smaggle and Doc on the Radio. I wanted to take out Smaggle and Doc on the Radio because I felt like they were lingerers and they were going to linger around. And Tommy was like, no, it's got to be Crip and it's got to be Jessix. And he was right because you can't out disable Real Young Crip.
Yeah,
And that's when I think he was really starting to think about it.
you got to get rid of the Christian cripplers.
It's not our fault he was born wrong.
Well, now it's Matt's fault that he didn't make any money from that.
Toxic was born wrong.
And I was just gonna say too. I told you guys. I said to you and Tommy in front of your faces. I said I will quit the news team if you guys lose to anonymity and Josh Pesler. I said if you get eliminated before those fucks, I am
I'm not
leaving.
gonna lie, when anonymity eliminated Nick, my jaw dropped. I was like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah, I was like,
What is
oh shit.
happening?
That's when
I
I
was-
thought we were going to get eliminated before Josh for sure.
I literally was like, well, I guess I'm leaving the news team.
Would you have really done that?
Yes, I'm a man of my word.
All right.
Oh God! But I didn't have to. Thank you, Matt. Thank you for.
Yeah, no, we ended up fucking winning the whole goddamn thing.
Thank you for having me, like Matt. Core
I'm trying to
appreciates you.
remember.
Thank you, Anon, for not eliminating Matt and Tommy.
I'm trying to remember what trying to say I think I remember saying something to you, Core, where I was like, I do not know how we got this far.
Yep.
You know?
Yep. You kept typing to me.
Yeah. Yeah. Like oh yeah, there was a point where I was like, you said don't mess this up, lol, break the other leg, and I was like, I'm good after this now. This is as far as I wanted to go, you know. So like I was good after the third round. Like once we got to the Pictionary round, I was like, we win. Like I'm good now. Like we're good. Like there's no reason to continue to be here. We were here long enough to where everyone saw us, and I got Tommy through this, so like we can get eliminated now. And we would have gotten eliminated if Thoughts and Opinions did not get those Pictionary pictures right. So
I don't even know who that chick is. We're
She's
not
like
one.
It's Beaver's sister.
Yeah, she's South African.
Oh, Beavers, your sister.
You want to know something funny about that? She was when she was in the voice chat, her fucking mic started echoing just like Beavers.
Yep.
Apparently, it's a South African problem.
Yeah, I think so.
I will say this: she has a nice fat ass.
There you go. Yeah. Also, Smaggle cheated. Did y'all hear about that?
Yes. He admitted he cheated, right?
Yes, he went on Dead Dave's stream and admitted to it.
And he said Nintendo Direct tomorrow on Twitter.
Yeah. And then we do our little celebration. Fucking Ethan Ralph's all nice now, and Ethan Ralph has this good guide arc where he follows me on Twitter and he's just like being really nice, and I'm like, wow, this is cool. Like what he said was like, I'm glad I could get some good karma. You know, I was might as well. The only people who didn't vote for us were Steve DeLeve and Sen, which is obvious, you know. But I couldn't believe we won, and it was really cool to see that. It was cool to be a part of it. Didn't want to be the winner, but you know, glad we won, and yeah, we'll see what happens.
What did Steve DeLeve look like? Does he still look like a crackhead?
He looks like a hipster that like.
No, does he look like he does meth?
Yes.
Steve, you look okay in my book, buddy. All right.
Yeah, but never mind. I'm not going to make that joke.
He's not a bad looking guy. Just,
actually, no. Let's not talk about someone's looks. Let's move on. Yeah. Let's move on.
Well, I was going to say, okay, I don't know how we got on that, but fucking Shadow Humor won the audience.
Yeah,
good for him.
Thingy, which is
how
insane.
ironic, right? How
you guys want to tell him that like so he randomly started calling Matt a couple of days before that.
Yeah,
and then Matt wouldn't answer because he's a dickhead, right? And so he's like, "Hey, do you guys want to talk to Shadow?" And we like make a group. And we talked to him, and he was like being a really nice person. And then I guess karma came around, and he won like $800. So good for him.
Yeah, so good for him. The irony of Tommy C winning and then Tommy C hater winning the raffle is just insane.
It's really funny.
Like, what are the odds of that?
He's on his good guy arc too. Fireball, where people will go to be cleansed.
I thought people were trolling in the Shop on the Point chat when they were saying that. Like, I couldn't believe that. But yeah, so moving on from that, congrats to Shadow Humor, man. Good for him. Unfortunately, we got some bad news. Salvo has received 2 strikes on the channel, and looks like a third one might be coming soon. He's basically deactivated his whole channel, and it seems like he's just preparing for the worst. And so I don't think I might be getting that prize money, boys, but we'll see what happens.
I didn't think his channel would be getting struck for the reason it's being struck.
Do you want to go into that? Because I have no idea what you guys are on about.
Yeah, why is it getting struck? I don't know either.
Toxic?
You know why he's getting struck. I just know he's getting struck.
Oh, I figured I'd just give you time to talk.
He's like,
I thought, okay, why you do that? I thought that he would have gotten struck for like the gambling stuff, right? Like running the raffle in the super chats or whatever. But that's not apparently has something to do with Deaf Noodles.
So yeah, both videos, like the two videos who got struck, they confirmed that it violates their hate speech policy, and it's basically for hate speech. Also, Edwin's channel, he had a video where Salvo was on the stream and he burned a Brazilian flag. That got struck as well. And yeah, that's pretty much what happened. Is Salvo's received 2 strikes so far. Edwin's got 1 strike, and someone, I don't think it's Death Noodles, obviously. I think it's someone going around striking videos, and it sucks for Salvo.
So does that mean
I don't know. It's probably Death Noodles.
Yeah, I'm sure it is him or someone
or one of
affiliated.
his people.
Yeah.
I think it
Or
was
one
like
of his
a fan.
cronies. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is kind of, I don't know.
Look, he's got Keemstar on his side. He could figure something out, probably.
Yeah, that's what I said. Because when Keemstar was banned, he just said someone else owned his channel. So I'm sure he'll find like a loophole. Salvo can find one whenever, if God forbid he loses his channel.
Yeah.
Only because he has like low tier subs. No offense, but like, you know, if he was like as big as Leafy or anybody else, he would get noticed in an instant. But
Yeah.
anybody else, like Monkey Jones, for example, you know, he was a small channel that got removed. What was he, like 20, 30,000 subs?
Was he only 20?
No,
I thought he was like a bigger channel.
he wasn't too big, was he?
I
Maybe
thought he was
100K?
like, I think he was over 100K for sure.
Yeah, he was pretty big when he got removed.
But
His
when he
Elliot
came back,
Rogers shit really hit off.
he's only got like what 40,000 subs, something like that.
But I mean, I think the biggest problem for Salvo is he's got 2 strikes, right?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you can't live stream anymore.
No. And also,
Can
I don't
Edwin?
think you can't. I don't think Edwin can either. Is it 1 or 2?
shit.
Yeah. And you
I
can't
think it's
live
1
stream
strike.
you can't live stream on another channel either.
That's not good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
So-
kind of rough. There's going to be a lot of dry nights because of this.
Yeah. It's time for Augie
And
to
I'm
kick it in
talking
gear.
about women's vaginas.
Yeah, stop being lazy. Quote. Augie.
Yeah.
Stream.
Augie. Yeah.
You know, without Salvo and Edwin showing their pretty faces on stream, all of the women in the commentary community are going to dry up and turn into deserts.
Actually, you know what? We can see if that theory's right about Augie not streaming because of Salvo. If Augie starts streaming a lot frequently now, maybe there's your answer. I don't believe it, but just throwing that out there.
I don't know. I wish Salvo the best.
Yeah, Salvo's been a breath of fresh air in our community, and it's something we've really needed for a while. And
Salvo's the first guy that I thought would actually like make it bigger in a long time.
Yeah,
He's fine. He will.
So I was reading the rules, and he will not be allowed to do any kind of content for 2 weeks.
Can't upload.
Oof.
Well,
Can't
no, it's
upload.
fine. The Keemstar podcast comes out tomorrow, right?
I think it's a trailer, by the way. I don't think it's actually.
Oh, I thought it was the full thing. What the fuck?
If you get a second strike within the 90-day period of your first strike, you will not be allowed to post content for 2 weeks. If there are no further issues after the 2-week period, we will restore full privileges. Each strike will not expire until 90 days from the time it was issued.
So,
To be fair, the fact that Salvo's smaller might actually do him good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Easier to start over.
Yeah, easier to say. You know, the problem is, like, we were talking about it. You guys were talking about it with some guy in the voice chat earlier. The thing about Leafy is Leafy was so big, and they were trying to make an example out of him, that as soon as he he pops up again, 2 weeks, whatever later, he's gone. Right?
Yeah.
Because they're keeping an eye out. They know about it, and they look at his content, and they look for something to strike him for.
Right.
But because Salvo's so small, I think even if his channel goes down,
it's off the radar.
Yeah, he can kind of rebrand and just go, because he's really entertaining. I think
Also,
you know, a lot of people say that making it on YouTube and shit is like luck and it's the algorithm and shit like that. I don't think it is.
you got to be
I think
talented.
it's genuine talent.
Yeah.
You know what I
I think
mean?
when it comes to Salvo, like the stuff he was doing, although edgy and risky, they were genuinely entertaining, and I think that's what you're seeing. It was why he's cultivating a fan base.
Look, and I don't know what did he get struck on? Harassment?
Hate speech.
Hate speech. So I was gonna say, I think maybe I mean, it is funny, right? But I do think maybe going forward, he's got to
Tone it down.
do less
Well, yeah, how many
videos on one person.
Yeah, how many videos does he have on Deaf Noodles in like the last month?
That is true, including shorts, probably a lot.
Like people always say this like 3 video rule, but
Yeah.
then you have people like him, Flamenco, and all that. I guess.
But it's like I don't see a problem with it. I just think like if you want to play the game, you got to play by the rules, kind of deal. Like you got to game the system, you know?
Yeah.
And everybody knows that YouTube has this whole harassment thing. This like stick up their ass about it.
Right.
Fucking hell, it would be fucking career suicide for Deaf Noodles if it ever had to come out that he's the one that struck him. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I don't think.
comedians
I
are-
don't. I do not
Imagine a
think Death Note was
comedian striking
Yeah.
someone.
Oh wait, I can. Chris Rock. There you go. Comedian
What?
got struck.
good one.
But
Fuck you.
Definitely fell flat there.
That was funny.
All right,
anyone-
You guys
move
suck.
it
You guys
on.
yeah. Well, yeah. Anyone else have to say anything to say about the Salvo stuff?
I hope
No.
it gets sorted. Salvo.
Talk about more
Me
people.
too.
Yeah. Good luck to Salvo. Where's my money? No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, by the way, I saw him in the. By the way, just before we move on, because this isn't in our notes, right? Salvo did that podcast with Willie Mack,
yeah.
right? And you know, I like Salvo, right? Salvo's a G. But you know, before we had him on and like I actually watched his content. Remember the only thing I knew about Salvo is I said he was gay.
Right.
Right? This man gives gay vibes. And after seeing him in that tub, I don't know, man. I don't know.
You should
mean,
have
A
seen him
little
in.
bit fruity.
You should have seen him on Fireball, dude. Did you see what he was wearing?
Oh yeah,
He was
and
like
he has the musical taste of a 50-year-old woman.
That's my musical taste, bro. I love the music he plays.
You have the taste of a 50-year-old woman.
Yes, I do, and I love it. All right, let me fucking be me, okay?
I say that again. Yes, I do, and I love it.
Yes, I do, and I love my music. Okay,
This
stop
is
making
gay.
fun of me.
All right, now say it without the
Funnier
dick in
than
your
your joke,
ass.
Toxic.
Shut up, Matt.
Yeah, Toxic. You fucking suck.
Oh, shut up.
So
Let's
all
like
right,
Matt, you're gay, but
All
you're
right.
a bottom.
moving on. What's on the itinerary now?
Who are we
ahead.
talking about,
Alright,
you
which dumb
retard?
bitch are we talking about?
Heck.
All right. So Beavers DM'd some simp in Destiny's community. Beavers, you want to tell us about this?
Yes. Matt told, I think it was you, Matt, that pointed out, right? Who
I
pointed
think-
out?
So
Why
I
did
kept
DM
hearing
this
about
girl?
this girl in this community by Bunk. Bunk kept saying there's this girl in this community who has great tits, girl with great tits, girl with great tits. Man, I tell you, this girl Courtney has great tits. So I was just like, hey, Beavers, have you heard there's a new girl in this community who has great tits? Her name's Courtney. And you were like, you have my interest. And you did something really stupid, correct?
Yes, I did.
So I'll read
you
this
like me?
DM.
Okay, you
wanna
can read it. You can read it.
I'll read it.
No, you can read it.
So you jump into the DMs, and the first thing you say is, "Hey, how old are you?" Asking for a friend. Flirty face, I think. And then no reply.
Jesus.
No
You got
reply.
fucking autism?
No reply. By the way, this is about 3 minutes later. You say, "Hi, if you show me your tits, you can appear on the Now Recording podcast."
No AJ, by
Winky
the way.
face.
Winky face. Yes, winky face.
He didn't
Yeah.
talk
Yeah.
about this with anybody, by the way.
She didn't. Yeah.
Nope.
She didn't. He.
Nope.
By the way, she didn't confirm. By the way, Beaver, she's 16. By the way, you know this, right?
Yeah, don't ask, don't tell.
No, you're so
Oh, no.
That's
Oh,
a
and
joke.
the Emmy situation was going to
It's
be bad.
legal in
huh?
my
Not 16.
country.
She's not 16. She's 20. We're good.
Oh,
She's
God. We have
16.
a Craig Beckett on our team.
Yep. Ugh.
So yesterday,
Craig.
Beaver screenshotted this.
Yeah,
And-
so she fucking ignores me, right? Like
Probably
I
'cause
didn't
you're in her
know because I
request.
don't use Twitter, right? So I didn't know that you can see a message without like it showing up that it's been seen, like it's in your message requests.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that correct, Matt?
Yeah, when you're in when someone DMs and you're not friends with them or mutuals with them, it could usually go straight to message requests, and they see that they have message requests, but they do not see your DM unless they click on message request.
Yeah. Anyway, but the point being, I was like, oh, this bitch hasn't looked at anything. And take it away, Matt.
You replied under one of her tweets, which I'm guessing is either simping for Destiny or something. You say, "Hey, check your DM request, baby," and she says, "I saw it already. Hard pass." To which you reply, "Thank you for considering my request. Have a good day."
Yeah, that's respectful, isn't it? I asked to see her tits, and when she said hard pass, I was like, have a good day.
Yeah, Toxic, didn't you DM her
That's
as
called
well?
being a gentleman.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
I said, watch out for that Beavers guy. He's a known pedophile in the community.
Pedophile! Well, I'll tell you what, if she was 12.
Okay. Okay.
Courtney, if you're listening, this is all jokes. You're probably
DM
not listening.
me, I'll protect you.
I'll tell you what isn't a joke, right? I went and I looked at okay, so this girl, nice tits, right? That's pre-established.
Right.
But I went and looked at another one of her photos. She's a fatty. I don't want to talk to her anymore.
I do.
That's because she denied you.
Yeah, you
No,
just,
that's because she's a fatty.
You're a little
Not
Andy.
true. You said that about other girls who are chubby.
Yeah.
Nah, she doesn't have that good baby weight. You get me? She's got like fat weight.
That's mean. You don't know this girl.
Anyway, talking about moving on.
And talking about bullying policies on
moving
YouTube.
on.
Well, if she wants to prove me
Moving
wrong, she can
on,
send me a
please.
full body pic of her nude. Okay?
Beavers, you're so unhinged tonight. What the?
I'm gonna wait
I said
until
nothing that's wrong.
All right, so
I stated facts.
Hey guys,
If you see somebody who is like 400 pounds, right? Are you not allowed to call them fat?
Rainy day glutton.
I don't
Sparkle
care.
in my eye.
It's not. It's
Nick
not.
Is Nikocado avocado fat?
But she's not
No, he's a
fat.
beast.
She's not fat. She's not fat.
Is
She's not fat.
Okay, but that can be subjective. If Eugenia Cooney looks at a fucking Ethiopian, she'd call the Ethiopian fat.
Well, speaking about making new channels, podcast is banned on YouTube now.
Now listen to us on SoundCloud.
I'm just saying, okay, it's a funny like comparison, but it is true. Like it's also
Tune into our cozy stream.
Yeah, where we get swatted every episode. Cool.
You wouldn't swat us.
Next.
She's a Destiny fan.
All right, so now back to what we were originally saying. The first thing on that list that Core posted. Do we want to talk about this?
We might as well, because
the
person we're talking about is just going to keep dodging it, and then everybody else is going to be confused
AbbyBlackBird.
about what happened.
Well,
Shut up.
Yeah, Toxic, go ahead and explain. Explain, Toxic.
So this Abby person was like, she was getting kicked out of all these like places and communities and stuff because it came out that she allegedly doxed Ghosty, somebody else who doxed people. So why am I the one explaining this? I wasn't even the one main part in this.
Bro, no, you gotta talk.
Yeah, because we're giving you something to
I'm
do.
I'm taking a break, okay, buddy?
Yeah.
Contact. This was like a month ago. I didn't have a break. So she was becoming friends with Ghosty's IRL friend that she was introduced to, and Ghosty apparently said something like, "You better not hurt her or something or do anything weird," and she took that as a threat. So she eventually kept talking to this IRL friend of Ghosty's, and eventually she posted on Twitter, "I'm gonna fuck your bitch," and she put a picture of a city and state. Ghosty originally said that dox, and then a couple of days later was like, "No, that's not mine. She didn't dox me." Blah blah blah. And let's see what happened.
Did you mention that she was befriending Ghosty's IRL friend?
Yes.
Are you retarded?
Are you not
said I was taking a break. I literally went to get something to drink. I said I was taking a break.
Yeah, I said it like that. Yeah.
Why can he say the R word, but I can't say fat?
There's a
You can
difference.
say fat, you just can't call a specific person fat.
Yes.
Yeah. Retard.
Unless they're fat. You guys have weird rules.
Yes.
That's YouTube's rules. Oh God.
Well, you can call a fat person fat, but you can't call a skinny
Shut up,
person fat.
faggot. Anyway,
Beavers, I play by the rules of YouTube, you know.
Anyway, she also has a dildo collection apparently. Fun fact.
Oh.
Completely unrelated. Also, she went to the Deaf Noodles event, and I guess people were originally like telling people about like her allegedly doxing somebody, and then she went to the Deaf Noodles thing, and then she came back, and it just went to the back of everyone's mind about what happened, and now she's
Well, she
everywhere.
was vindicated. She's vindicated. Salvo
vindicated
vindicated.
from quote doxing.
I mean, do you think it was doxing toxic?
Flip-flopping bastards.
No,
You don't? Okay.
no.
Yeah.
I still don't get how you have that.
But
opinion.
I'm just saying, if you're going to start kicking people from a community, you should at least stand by it.
Okay, fair enough.
I still think it's doxing. We went over this with Jessica Pizzle, but
Weren't you the one who
still
said
think
like
it's
doxing was like you have to have like an address and like their full name and all that? And you was like, you don't believe in like face doxes and all that. So how's a city and state dox?
because like I said with Jessica, I said that the problem with it is this is an IRL of his, right? The IRL knows exactly where Ghosty lives, more than likely.
Yeah, so she could.
So what
get
Abby
a dox.
did was a threat.
It's a threat,
It's a
but not
clear
a dox.
threat.
Yeah.
No, and I think the difference is I've always maintained that, if you're just online and somebody posts your address, I don't live there, lol. That's your response. I don't live there, right?
Yeah, I agree.
But if it's like an IRL that's confirming it, and then that's a bit different in my opinion.
At one point, me and Abby, a bunch of people, Abby was having issues with us, I guess, before all of this. Probably maybe a few days before the ghosty stuff happened, in which she said something like she was having issues with AC and like us backing AC and stuff. She's really taking it very seriously. So I decided, let's have a private conversation with her. Me, Core, and Abby had a private conversation and just to talk things out because she was having issues with Dab and she left the server. And it was just like, yo, let's talk this out. Let's figure. I'm a guy.
And you said no to her on Twitter, and and she got mad at you for that, whatever that was. Do you remember that?
Yeah. I quote tweeted. She was saying something about AC on Doc on the radio. I said something about I was talking shit to Ghosty about AC, and then she quote tweeted and was like, "What about my performance?" or something about AC. And I just quote tweeted her and said no. But oh yeah, by the way, I invited Brick here. So
What
basically,
cool.
Yeah. Let me mute you real quick, Brick.
Hold on, I just want to point out we're doing a podcast, and then Matt just randomly invites Brick like while he's explaining something. I love how scuffed this podcast is. Keep going.
Yeah. So
I just hear Brick. I'm like, what is he doing here?
All right, listen to me very carefully. You need to listen to this part very carefully. So we're having a private conversation with Abby. This is about a week before the ghosty stuff, and we're talking about the stuff going on in the server, stuff like that. We're having a very normal conversation. She's talking about her issues. I'm listening. Core's listening. We talk it out. Everything seems to be perfectly fine, and everything kind of, is fine. To which she then says, "By the way, I've been looking into Ghosty about stolen valor, and I got his first and last name." And I say, do not proceed anymore. Stop doing what you're doing. Please don't do that. That's dumb. That's stupid. Don't do that. Am I missing anything, Core?
She did mention about the whole girlfriend fucking the bitch, quote unquote. And I'm gonna find out where he is, because I don't take that kind of shit lightly when people do stolen valor, quote unquote, again, and things like that. And and then she just started rambling about it, and we said we disavow all those actions, and we told her to Matt specifically said to stop it.
Yeah. And I think a couple days later is when the ghosty stuff really took off, from what I remember. Maybe I got the timeline wrong, but yeah, that's when the red flag came up. And here's the thing: I don't know when she says something like this. I don't know if she's telling the truth. I don't know if she actually has his first and last name. I don't know any of this, and I don't want to run to Ghosty and be like, "Guess what Abby told me?"
Well, you got
and like freak him out. You know,
she probably does because she has that IRL friend, and
yeah, well.
Maybe she already knew his first name, and then she was like, "Hey, what's his last name?" Because like IRL people don't think about stuff like that. It's just a name.
Yeah.
So, sure
like that's one thing that we knew that no one else really knew, and I didn't want to like start shit all over the place with Abby. Like the way I see it with Abby, if she's willing to like back off and chill out and just be a part of the communities and be in the chats and do her thing, like I say, yeah, leave it all alone. Like let it go. I'm cool with that. Like, let's all just let it go. But I don't want to make it look like I'm defending Ghosty. Ghosty's a weirdo. Ghosty's retard. Ghosty makes no sense in voice chats. He's so cringe. Like, even listening to him makes me cringe in voice chats. He does everything wrong. And he lies. He lies about everything. So, yeah, fuck Ghosty in many ways. But at the same time, like, she shouldn't be doing stuff like that, in my opinion.
And if you think about it in the same sense, right? Ghosty did that to Raintism. Like he gave out his city and state, and other person. Well, we found out later after he was gone, he gave out even more personal information because somehow somebody said something in his circle of friends.
So,
But if we have to equate to what Abby did to Ghosty did, I think they're equal in my brain. You know?
Yeah, fair enough. Do you think Abby should be kicked out of the community or anything?
Me?
Yeah. Oh, in general, I'm asking Toxic and Core and Beavers.
Okay.
I think there should be a very large magnifying glass on her.
Yeah.
I wouldn't trust her with private information because clearly there's some talks that she's having with certain people. And I wouldn't feel comfortable with her telling her any information about me whatsoever.
Yeah.
Personally.
Beavers?
I think we should let her and her dildos back into the community.
Okay,
well, she's in the community.
About that first?
All right,
you
break.
guys just brought that up as like a side note thing. What?
Yeah, Break knows more about that.
Our audience is like so confused probably about that.
Well,
no, everybody knows about her dildos. What do you mean?
Go Break.
All right, I'll unmute Break.
Because she's so fucking thick that oh wait. Oh, you got Toxic addressed me, so I just kept talking. She's a pillar of the community. I think that
okay, buddy.
She knows all about sex toys, and she's not afraid to show them off. And when she was in Salvo server that one night showing off, like I think we were fucking chilling there, and there was a bunch of people in there who I don't fucking know who they were. So like I thought that was super fucking weird, and fucking I saw fucking that Planet fucking chick joined and fucking left, and I don't think she's of age. So like that was like very not fucking cool, like her doing that in that way.
Wait, whoa, you're going all over.
Let's start from the beginning.
No. Brick, if we're gonna have you on, you gotta be kind of precise here, man. You're all over the place right now.
Sure.
Let's start from the beginning. So, what's your issue with
Abby?
Abby, yeah.
Fuck. I listened to her fucking bitch about how shitty her life was for like fucking days. I treated her as like, I guess there's different levels of like acquaintances and friends, but I treated her like a fucking like, she wanted to spend time around me. She got in my orbit. So I fucking respected that. And I listened to like all the shit that she was saying. And, I was very careful to really, like, I would say like, oh, same, like my parents, like, had fucked up, like there's fucked up shit about my family and shit. But I wasn't like, I didn't want to ever give her like ever too much information because like my fucking spidey senses were always tingling with her. Like she seemed like some chick
from that.
Oh, okay. No, not like that, bro. She tried to send me fucking pictures of herself, and I was like, please, no. Like, please, like, nah. There are plenty of girls I'd simp for in the community, and it ain't her. Like,
okay, keep going. What's the issue, Brick?
Oh, the issue is I think she flagged my fucking YouTube video. I mean, that's my baseline.
All right, well, you don't have any
Yeah,
evidence. All right, no, all right, Brick, you're not. Come
Okay,
on, dude.
okay. My serious issue is that she was fucking rude to somebody in my community, right? Ghosty was in my community, and Ghosty fucking, and on top of that, she's been rude to fucking Dav, and she's been rude to fucking Aussie. But she was really fucking like gaslighting the shit out of Ghosty for no reason, right? And Creed fucking got all the DMs from Ghosty about what happened after he was in our server one night drunk. And Abby came at him, attacking him, saying, "I'm gonna fuck your bitch," yada yada bullshit. And then apparently she was not mutuals, but this bitch, so to speak, that she was saying she was gonna fuck, Ghosty introduced them, and they were in a group chat together on Instagram. So Ghosty was like, "Hey, yo, leave this girl alone." And I didn't realize at that time that she actually had access to this other girl. I thought Ghosty was just being like really fucking like overly dramatic, and just being kind of like, just a drunk fucking like some dude in his feelings who like was sipping for some girl IRL and like was just taking it too far. But now, like that everything has happened, it seems like, she said, "I'm gonna fuck your bitch," but like Ghosty might have took that in a way like, that he clicked it in his head that this chick is in his life now. Like this chick is now talking to his mutual. Like I don't think unless that girl has really low standards, I don't think this girl is going after fucking Abby. But like maybe like fuck with your bitch or something like that, because he got like really upset with her. He was like, "Don't you fucking say that. You leave her the fuck alone." And I just thought it was all just Ghosty being Ghosty. But like hindsight now, she's used that mutual to fucking get information, to get his docs, right? And then claims that she didn't like try to release his docs when she clearly did, like was poking at Ghosty the day after my fucking like video came out that exposed her fucking unhinged behavior in people's comments. I mean, I wouldn't call it unhinged. It was just like straight up crazy. And she now has forced Ghosty out of the community. Look, Ghosty's like,
which is a good thing, by the way.
Look, yeah, Ghosty's a weird guy, right? We don't want guys who are fucking talking to like 17-year-old fucking trans people. We don't want people who are fucking catfishing people. But also at the end of the day, like I don't fucking know Ghosty. I gave him, a chance because like with like everybody, like people, it depends how people treat me. You treat me good, I'll treat you with respect back, right? Like
so what you're basically saying is Ghosty's probably a bad guy, but the way Abby went about this is also red flags, right?
Ghosty seems like a perv. Ghosty seems like a dude who I wouldn't mind possibly like, he wants to sub and like support me. Sure, thanks, dude. But like he definitely seems like a perv, and I can't fucking like get behind somebody who's talking to fucking 17-year-olds and shit like that. Like personally,
for context, Ghosty had some DMs leak with a 17-year-old trans man named Clancy, and there wasn't really anything. Was there any? I don't.
No, he didn't say anything. He didn't say anything wrong. He just said be older.
Yeah, be older. A couple jokes like that. So weird, yes, obviously, but
and there's a situation on Snapchat that no one seems to be clear about.
Yeah, and there's this situation on Snapchat that no one has a really like Ghosty's not very detailed about it. No one really knows a real story about it, but yeah,
wow, that's the point of Snapchat, right? It deletes after 2 seconds and then it's gone.
Again,
right?
When it comes to Abby, the real only issue with me is I just feel like, she's going to be mad at me or whatever for this stuff. I think she just needs to tell her side of the story to Brick or to people and stop, stop like acting like we're out to get her when we're not. They're just like, they're issues, like they're just criticisms of all this stuff that's happening.
The reason, again, Abby was good to me, right? Abby, like to my face, like she gave me no reason to make that subject on her, right? Except she went after Aussie for no reason at all, right? I wasn't even aware of the DMs that happened with Ghosty until we covered them on my show. And when we did, honestly, the fucking Aussie DMs, what she said to Aussie almost was like minor. What she said to Ghosty was like serious gaslighting. And like Ghosty has his fucking issues, but like don't lie about somebody. Like, confront people on their issues. Don't make things up. Ghosty was blackout drunk, and she said that he threatened her, and he did not. And then when we covered the situation and highlighted this, she ignored what she said to Aussie, right? And she just went after us, saying that we platformed a doxer while she was doxing. While she tried to she released his city, and she was subtweeting him in that whole day. She was subtweeting him. And then she turns around and claims that she wasn't. Like, I'm not stupid. Don't insult my intelligence. If you're going to go and you're going to like be sneaky and be snarky and be like, oh, I'll do what Ghosty did. I'll release his city and state. And, that's not a real dox. And, I just got it from his friend. I didn't actually dox him completely. That wasn't a dox at all. Like, I'm not retarded. Don't insult my intelligence. You doxed him. You tried to dox him. You tried to intimidate him. You're talking to his IRL friend behind his back, apparently. And look, probably saying shit about him that he did in this community and driving those two apart, which I can't support Ghosty, but like, there has to be some delineation of like what you do online and like what you do in real life. And to fucking go out and try to use that against him, I think that's fucked up. Like that girl, like it's fucking like a catch-22 because, that girl should be able to know, right? If Ghosty's interested in this girl, like that girl should be able to know about Ghosty's history, right? So like in a way she's justified by like telling her this shit, but also in a way she's clearly not doing it out of good faith. She's doing it maliciously because she's trying to get Ghosty out to avoid criticism coming back to her, and then tries to manipulate the conversation instead of her being a fucking asshole to people in people's DMs and just not being able to apologize. And look, she could have came on and said, look, Brick, Ghosty's a fucking perv. I know all this shit about him. He didn't threaten me that night, but Ghosty is this, and this. I stand by what I said, right?
And to be clear, her defense is that she was threatened, but everyone else in the voice chat said a threat was not uttered, right?
No, just leave her the fuck alone. He never said I'll do anything to you. And I played devil's advocate for her. I said, look, oh, maybe he did make a threat. Maybe he had something like, don't you fucking do that. Like, and I was being very liberal.
Don't you dare. I believe the words were, don't you dare.
Yeah.
Like she said, I'm going to fuck your bitch. And he said, don't you dare.
Yeah. And he was crying and pleading with her, like literally crying, saying, leave her alone. Don't you hurt her. She's been through enough. Yada, yada bullshit. Okay. And Ghosty clearly likes this girl. Okay. And it's one thing to do it out of good faith, to be like, hey, look, I know you like this guy and this guy's talking to you, but he's, done this weird shit on the internet. Maybe you should know about it. But it seemed like she's using it as blackmail. And like, that's another level of like internet psychopathy than just like doing the gay ghosty doxing stuff where it's like, oh, here's his city and address. It's like, that's not a real dox. Haha. Like that's shitty. But like to go and maliciously try to break up people's IRL friends, like that's fucked up. Like, and I can't support that.
I do have one defense of AbbyBlackBird, and this is the best defense I can come up with. Mom spaghetti.
Sure. Yeah. Okay.
Good one.
but the fact of the matter is, she could have came on. The worst part about it is she could have came on, right, and said, look, Brick, Ghosty's whatever. I don't like him. I don't give a shit. Abby, what I said, I don't like fucking Christians because I was a Christian once and I think they're fucking stupid or gullible or something like that. But hey, I apologize. It got a little over fucking hands, but hey, represent herself, and I would have still been friends with her. Okay? But what she did the next day, the fact that she tried to, instead of just taking a little bit of criticism, hey, I was mean in the DMs. I tried to gaslight somebody. I was mean to this girl based on just her identity of being a Christian and that she was younger than me. Okay? Which, look, we all can be assholes online, right? But like, we all have to be able to like realize when we went too far and apologize when it is due. But instead of doing that, instead of like, out of respect for me, out of respect for people who I like have in my circle, that I like try to take care of people who are good to me, right? And instead of having that mutual respect, as soon as I criticized her on a very small stream, She cut me off. She made it, and then she went nuclear the next day. It's like fucking George Bush saying nuclear. She went nuclear the next day and got in with Ghosty's IRL friend, threatened to dox him, then did that whole Clancy thing became a gay op because apparently the Clancy thing was in February and was already covered and then came out in fucking September.
All right, finish the point, Brick, please. Just finish the point.
The point is she made it worse. The point is instead of just being a decent person and admitting that, hey, I don't, admitting where she's wrong, admitting that maybe she went too far, or saying, hey, or just backing up her statements and saying, look, I stand by what I said. I thought he threatened me. I don't like Aussie because she's young. And fuck it, whatever. And just standing by her statements. She could have fucking done that, but she didn't. She made it worse and then claims to be the victim and then tries to officiate what's actually happening. Saying that it's about him being a doctor.
Would you be willing to talk to Abby?
Yeah, I tried to talk to Abby.
Well, yeah, I'm asking just for,
I've reached out to her. Look, she was in Shot from the Point. Right after the whole Salvo debate. I went in.
Yeah. It's a yes. I got it. So at this point, when it comes to Abby, I feel like she can do one of two things. Just let this go and just, we'll drop everything and everything's done, right? Core, Beavers, Toxic, we're done talking about this, right?
Well, she has. Yes. Look, I'll say one other thing. Look, she has her.
Right. No. God damn, dude. We're done talking about this, right? Core, right, Beavers?
We are.
I wasn't paying attention.
Thank you, Beavers.
To an extent, I think, and this is just my opinion, I think people just need to know who she is as a person, and
I don't think it should be taught.
Yeah, because the problem is, and I think the reason why it got brought up is because she's starting to appear on these streamers. People are kind of taking her seriously, and I'm not saying that people are trusting her initially, but people are like, oh, what's wrong with AbbyBlackBird? And I've heard this rumor, I've heard that rumor, and we're just here to clarify some of those things. I think personally, for me, I don't know. I wouldn't have a conversation with her on a regular basis. I think she's an okay person, but what she did was very shitty.
I think the reason why I'm phrasing it like this is because I think she's going to take it in the way oh, they're coming after me now, and I don't think that's the case.
Nope.
Nobody's coming after her. We're not trying to start shit with her. It's simply just trying to figure out what her side of the story of this is, and I'm willing to have her on now recording with Salvo Pancakes or anyone else you want to bring on that makes you comfortable being on here. We'll hear your side of the story and we can get this settled, or we'll just move on. It's that simple, really.
And audience, we've invited her several times to be on the podcast, and she's rejected every offer.
Brick, I just want to say thank you for coming on, man.
Yeah, look, thanks for having me. At the end of the day, I don't want this strife. I just want people to have a good time in the commentary community and be able to talk to each other. I don't want drama between Abby. I don't think that I have an issue with her as a person. I just think what she did was incredibly just uncool. Just and thanks for having me.
Yeah, no problem, Brick. You have a good one, man.
All right, take care, you guys.
Hell yeah, dude.
Well, you guys were doing that, right? Because you brought Brick in. I was like, it would be really funny, right? Because there's that whole going bit about me in the Incel server.
Yeah.
So I was in the Incel server, and I'm asking if there's any of the girls online, because I was like, since we had Brick in here, it would be a funny bit if I randomly add one of them to the call, and then I start talking about it, right?
Uh-huh.
It did not go to plan.
What do you mean? What are you trying to say?
Well, I spoke to them. I didn't say anything about a podcast, but I was just talking. Are there any hot girls online? Just joking, right? And then I'm like, time must have a mic. Time is running out. Then they said there's no girls online. There's only transsexuals if they say they're girls, right? And then some guy asked me specifically. Time for what? So I was like, I want to have them on my podcast. It would be funny, right? We're recording right now.
Oh, God.
And then this guy said, I'll go on your podcast in blackface. I'll just say the N-word repeatedly.
Oh, never mind.
Next guy said, shame, nobody listens to your podcast. Then I said, based. people do, rude. Then the guy said 2 people. Then they threatened to anally rape Core. Wait, no, that would
Why?
be toxic.
Wait,
They
what?
threatened to anally rape my
What?
editor.
What do you mean? Are you putting stuff
You're
like
putting our names in there, you dipshit.
No, I didn't say your name. They said, then I'll anally rape your editor.
Oh.
And then
No.
shit on the table.
Well, I guess me and Core are like getting.
Oh my
Beavers,
god.
for the final time, leave that fucking server.
Jeez, these
Please.
people are
Making a-
rude.
Just
Fine.
leave the fucking server.
Can I
Please.
link up podcast though? They asked.
No, no,
Yes.
No,
Yes.
no,
no, no,
no,
no,
Yes.
no.
Toxic,
Toxic, what
you're
the fuck are you
retarded.
doing? You're retarded.
Oh no!
What do you mean? It's
fine.
just more views. What the fuck are they gonna
Yeah.
do?
What's the worst that could happen?
dude. No,
No.
no. Flag
No.
the
What?
fucking
The-
flag
So
the videos
you are
down.
basically making me take
Anyone
the L
can
on
do that.
this. You're
Take
making
the
me
L.
take the L.
Take
Yes.
the L.
This guy said we only get 2 viewers.
Bro, I just want to finish this fucking podcast.
We got a
Like-
couple hundred. We're fine.
Oh my god, no! Take the L.
Come
Sorry,
on.
Beavers. I tried.
Take the L.
Just link them your Twitter and they'll figure it out. There you go.
Wait, it's
Yeah.
Toxic's channel. Toxic, can I share the link?
You're outvoted.
God.
We're a
We
democracy
finally
here, right?
actually enforced that rule.
Yeah.
You're a little pussy ass bitch. Do you know that, Toxic?
What do you
You backed
mean?
me
Alright.
up when it was a meme. You backed me up when it's a meme, but as soon as it got serious, like, you're outvoted.
What? We're a
All right.
democracy, right?
Rival
Oh,
podcast.
bitch.
All right, so there's a new podcast coming out that
Which
actually
one?
had a really good episode. Reloaded and Flappin' Jacks, or not? Oh, well, there's Reloaded and then there's Flappin' Jacks.
Alright,
Flappin'
what's
Jacks
this
is really good.
Oh.
It's Bex's
What?
pod. Is that the one with Bex, right?
I wouldn't call it
Did you-
really good, but
Did you watch it?
Yeah, I watched it. It was really good.
I wouldn't call it really good.
What? Were we watching the same podcast?
The one with Bex and CJ.
Yes,
Yeah.
where there's you walk in and they just start talking about nothing.
Stuff we
What
have
do you
no
mean?
clue about. There's no context.
It was like walking into like a restaurant and listening to someone's conversation. and
No,
you're
there
like,
was a whole story to that podcast. There's a guy who lied about being in a wheelchair.
I didn't really intro it very well.
But if
Or
you kept
outro.
listening, well, I'm saying
the
the
outro
story
was
of the
very
podcast was really good, man, because it was funny. It was a weird Discord story.
I listened to it for 2 minutes and I clicked off.
Yeah,
I'm
well,
not even-
that's the reason. Like, I thought it was a good podcast.
You know what? There's always room for improvements, and I hope they do better.
I felt it was a podcast. It was the story that they told on the podcast, and they had the guy come on. By the way, they interviewed the guy who
Yeah.
faked being in a wheelchair. That was like, I wish we had that. Like, I wish we had that on now recording. So I gotta say, like, that was a good episode. CJ is a really good host. He's
CJ is fine. I think Bex is just there staring at the camera, blinking 90% of the time.
no, but
He's
CJ
like,
is
oh,
good.
that sounds so cool. Yeah, rad man. And then we skip me and Toxic, so I said Toxic, let's try to listen to this like legit, right? And so we get 2 minutes in, and I'm like, all right, the ending can't be that bad, right? And then so we skip forward to the ending, and then I get to a part where Beck says, "Yeah, I kept asking him to show his face. Yeah, I wanted to see his
Yeah.
face and see his reaction." And I'm like, "What the fuck is this? This
Well,
chick is obsessed."
You know
with
why?
face."
Hold on. That's funny because you know why the guy lied about being in a wheelchair?
Why?
Because he didn't want to show his face, and he figured
does
that
being
was
in a
the
wheel-
only. He was like, I don't want to do that. I'm in a wheelchair. I'm confined to a wheelchair, and he said something like that. That was his excuse,
I don't.
and he
how's
had to
that
stick with that story. He just didn't want to show his face, so he was like, I'm confined to a wheelchair.
So he's a retard.
Yeah, well, yeah, obviously he's a retard, but like, it was really funny. So like the Beck's like show your face thing like turned on him basically, and basically it became him trying to live a lie for like 4 or 5 days.
And for the audience, so Bex, anytime that I was in a voice chat and we were just chilling with some people, and a new person walked in, and she's like, "Oh, you're new? Let me see your face. Turn on your camera. I'm gonna turn off my camera if you don't turn on your camera. Show me your face." I'm like, "Bro, what?"
I like Bex.
Bex is fine. I got no issues with her.
Let's talk about the other
Fine.
podcast.
Yeah, let's talk about now that one. On the other hand, I
That
haven't
one's
listened
great.
to
I love that one.
I haven't listened
Yeah,
to
The
that
mom
was a
screaming in the
high.
background is the host. I love it.
That's high quality. You better keep your mom around, all right?
What's the
Don't
two
go to
episodes?
college. Don't
She's
move
the best.
away.
Yeah.
Just keep her.
the 2 episodes in a row that the mom interrupted.
Yes, in the
Yes.
intro.
That's great.
I really want where's the new episode actually? It's been a minute.
Oh, it's been 13 days. Yeah.
Man, what are they doing? Not consistent. Consistency is key.
On top of that,
True.
they don't take out anything at all.
Yeah.
They literally leave everything in. They even the awkward silence. Okay, guys, I'm back. I'm like, what's going on? Didn't we rank him on our Spurg list too?
Yes,
Yes.
I believe so. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, we're going after all these people who might watch the podcast. We're going to be under 1,000 in no time.
Oh no, I mean, Bex, keep it up. You're doing a good job. How about that? I think that's good.
Work on your intro, your outro, and your substance, and
the
stop staring into the
story
camera with a blank
and
face.
the middle of the podcast and just kidding.
Beavers, what about you? Did you like Bex's podcast? I didn't listen.
I
know she
did.
had one.
Bex is a cutie. I like seeing her on camera.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
well,
what did she talk? What did she talk about?
That dude that was faking that he was in a wheelchair. Fuck you, Cole. I do pay attention.
Yeah, because we just talked about it.
What
No,
No,
more
I
do you know
promised
about
I'd
it?
listen to it, so I did listen to it.
Oh,
yeah,
It was pretty good.
Yeah, it was a good
I liked
podcast,
it.
right?
I liked
yeah,
the
it was
vibe.
good. I liked it. CJ's really good. I think Bex is going to get better as she keeps doing this. I don't get the Red Bar obsession with these guys because I don't understand Red Bar. I've just seen his clips, but Red Bar's funny from what I've seen. So
I didn't know who he was 2 months ago.
yeah, I mean, like I knew
still
who he
don't
was.
know who he is.
I knew he was from watching clips like 2 years ago, but he stopped posting clips on YouTube. So I don't know. I don't know much about him anymore.
Is he banned on YouTube? What is he?
I don't like. I'd have to ask Bex about it honestly because I don't understand it. I don't understand how. I know he's on like another
Well,
platform.
It'll
Like his
cost
own-
you your face. So
Yeah, man.
you better.
Yeah.
And she doesn't
Alright.
charge it for free.
Yeah. But yeah, no, CJ. I don't even know. Like, I guess CJ's a friend of Salvo's. I don't like. Have you guys ever talked to CJ in the Salvo server?
No idea who that is.
Yeah.
The only
Yeah,
CJ I
he's
know
like
is from San Andreas. I don't know who this guy is.
Yeah. Well, he was really good. He was very presentable with his voice. He had a good voice.
Yeah.
And the wheelchair guy was great too. He came he delivered. All right, he delivered. And yeah, good job on that podcast, guys. Anyways, anyone? I think that's it, right?
All right, we're wrapping up. I want to close out with a hypothetical.
Okay.
If one of your parents was dying, and the only way to save them was to fuck an 11-year-old, would you do it?
Thank you for joining us on Now Recording. I'm Matt Pitt. That's Toxic Piplup. That's Core Master. That's Beavers. We hope you enjoyed our show. Make sure to like. Make sure to subscribe. Guys, thank you so much for subscribing.
And if the next episode is very entertaining after we record it, we'll premiere it.
Yeah. And again, thank you for 1,000 subs. Let's get to
I love
2,000,
you.
guys. Hopefully we'll get monetized soon. Everything will be gravy. More likes, guys, by the way. So when you're watching this episode, if you like the episode, hit that
better.
like button, comment, criticisms, critiques, all that stuff. And thank you so much. All right. And by the way, I have a special guest for us right now. He's come to talk about Now Recording. Take it away.
Everyone
What
watch
was I
the new
saying?
Now Recording podcast.